Binance has temporarily suspended spot trading and withdrawals. Justin Sun being sued by the SEC. Do Kwon captured with a whole bunch of fake passports alongside his, I believe, CFO. Coinbase getting pursued by the SEC. Another bank is wobbling. The SEC issues an alert against crypto assets. And oh my God, what is going on? It is the week in review. Yes, we are 30 minutes late. It is temporary. Don't get used to it. Let's go.
Let's go.
What is up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of All Streets. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and take Easy E. Drop him on that like button. Easy does it. Boys in the Hood. Easy E. NWA. Yeah, I got a little Easy E on my desk. Do you not have an Easy E statue on your desk? Yeah, guys. A lot of news to review this week. That's what we do here on Fridays. And yeah, I'm 30 minutes late. It happens. Sue me. I'm single parenting this weekend. Kid puked yesterday. They have a 24-hour rule at school, so he couldn't go at the normal time. Literally had to wait an extra hour to take him to school because America. So yeah, basically what was going down. Had to deal with my kids. Was doing the school bus thing back and forth. And here we are. But so much news, both in financial markets, crypto markets, everywhere. And it seems to be an unending, blasting fire hose, much like the Jerome Powell printer meme of old. That's old with an E, O-L-D-E. Oldie, ye old money printing and liquidity, which is secretly happening again in the background. But let's just start diving into the news, man. I'm going to be honest. My prep for today, bit lacking. We're going to do it anyways. It's the news. What are you going to do? Crypto giant Binance temporarily suspends withdrawals and spot trading. Immediately when this happened, Twitter went, Binance is next. It's over. They're dead. It's finished. Bye-bye, Binance. Bye-bye. And CZ, who is Johnny on the spot with the updates, was like, chill, bro. Chill, man. We had a little bug. And they're fixing the bug. And that should be the entire story. Let's hope. I don't know. They might even be back online right now. You guys might not know. You guys know? You'd probably know better than me. I've been doing driving kids around. But yeah, Binance basically was a temporary. Here's what it said. Initial analysis indicates matching engine encountered a bug on a trailing stop order. A weird one. That's what he had to say. And then he said, engine 1 is back online. Engine number 9. You know that shit is back online. If my train falls off the track, pick it up. Still need more time to do reconciliations and for other engines to catch up. Like Thomas, the train. He's falling behind Percy. We were a bit unlucky with this bug. Our engines take hourly snapshots. This bug happened 57 minutes in, so replay reconciliation takes a bit longer. Engine number 1. Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line is now back online. That was pretty good. That came right out of my head. That's Black Sheep for those of you who don't know. You could get with this or you could get with that. I think it's going to be fine. So let's move on to the next crypto related story, which is Arbitrum users claimed 42 million ARB tokens in first hour of airdrop. This is the biggest news there was. And frankly, yet again, just something I utterly dismissed, didn't think about or really care about. But it seems that people made a whole lot of free money. I'm still holding my uni airdrop from ye old uni airdrop. I don't know. That was $1,200, probably worth $1,400. I don't know, bro. Don't even check these things. Yeah, I never sold my last airdrop, but they have a total supply of 10 billion, trading about $1.40, I think, right now, and 23,000 individual wallets grabbed up some of that sweet ARB. Did any of you guys get this airdrop? Did you? Any of you guys? I want to know. Holler at me in the comments and let me know if you got airdropped. So it's been, this was kind of the liquidity sucking trade out of the market yesterday. We see this every time there's a major airdrop with the Arbitrum token dropping. Now, I guess we'll see if everybody panic dumped immediately and if this actually becomes a legitimate trading market. You know what I'm saying? But just when you thought it was 20,000 wallets. Arbitrum Airdrop sees 1,500 addresses consolidate 3.3 million into 2 wallets. One wallet received 2 million in ARB, while another collected around 1.38 million worth of tokens. That means that somebody gamed the shit out of the system, and that person is pretty awesome, right? I don't know. They're saying it could have been a hacker, but it seems like it's 2 super airdrop hunters of ARB who basically found a way to open a gajillion wallets, make $3.3 million, and have now consolidated that into 2 wallets. What a giga chad. And speaking of giga chads, maybe not. Kwon arrested in Montenegro. That's a real place, in case you were wondering, on Earth. Interior Minister. The suspect was detained at the Podgorica airport with falsified documents, said Philip Adzek. I don't know if you guys saw this story. I haven't dug that deep into it, but holy man. So Kwon was traveling with like his CFO or CMO or CDO or CPA. I don't know, man. Something with 3 letters who used to work there. And he was like traveling to Dubai on a Costa Rican passport. Name was probably like, I don't know, like Oscar de la Hoya or something. And he's like, it's me. It's not me. I'm Costa Rican. You know what I'm saying? So they caught him. They dug through his stuff. They found some fake Belgian passport and other documents, like 5 phones and 3 laptops. So listen, like, I'm not willing to throw the book at Kwon here and say that what he did was actually a crime. Maybe it is. The SEC seems to think so. The South Koreans seem to think so. The Montenegrins, is that a thing? They seem to think so. Everyone seems to think so. I was under the impression that he was just kind of a dumbass. And it was hubris that got him. Like, this shit can't break. It's perfect. Oh, like bad experiment. But it does seem to feel like this point, maybe this dude is going to go to jail for a really long time. We will see justice served, assuming that he did something wrong. Otherwise, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, Des says Montenegro has some surf spots. I'm sure they do. But now he faces criminal fraud charges from U.S. prosecutors. It's amazing how like hard the U.S. will just trail what's happening elsewhere. Federal prosecutors filed criminal fraud charges against Terraform Labs founder, who already faced civil charges in the U.S. and was arrested early Thursday. Like, they got him. Let's file some more charges. Like, federal prosecutors in New York. Like, what? Why? Dude, Interpol is searching for this guy, and we want to once again have like the New Yorkers being like, ooh, good chance to grab some publicity. Let's file some charges. Right. But I mean, this guy already has charges with the SEC. Like I said, South Korea, Interpol. I don't think it's going to go too well for him. And clearly, like, he was in hiding. Right. This wasn't like, I'm just hanging out. Nobody's coming after me, bro. It's fine. You know, I know about Montenegro, guys. Come on. I know. We're good. That was in the movie Casino Royale. I know the place. Right. But anyways, yeah, this Kwon, he's pretty fucked. He's not in great shape. And speaking of billionaire people in crypto who may or may not be getting in trouble, Tron founder Justin Sun sued by U.S. SEC on securities market manipulation charges. People joking he'll go to jail. I don't think he'd go to jail for something like this. This would be one of those big ass fine type situations. But they said that TRX and BTT are unregistered securities because that's what they do, and claims Sun created an extensive wash trading program to boost their trading volume. I can make no judgments as to whether he did this. Either way, I have no idea, but probably. Who cares? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think that's such a big surprise, but I think that the real, like, funny part of this story, not funny, was that the SEC is also suing Lindsay Lohan. Do you remember? When this all hit like years ago, and it was like Lindsay Lohan was like, guys, I'm super into crypto right now. TRX is the future. We were like, yeah, that's a totally organic tweet. I'm very disappointed to find out that Lindsay Lohan was not, in fact, passionate about Justin Sun's coins. I like Justin Sun. It's fine. But I'm just saying, like, were we buying that? The problem was that they didn't disclose that they were paid to do it. They can share shit all they want. They just should have put like hashtag ad and been like, I got paid $1 million in BTT to do this. But Lindsay Lohan, Jake Paul getting knocked out. Soulja Boy, Superman that hoe. Lil Yachty, nobody cares about him. Neo, so sick of SEC enforcement. Akon, convict music. For real. Michelle Mason, I don't even know who that person is. But illegal touting charges for their roles allegedly promoting TRX and BTT. And yeah, I mean, isn't Justin's son? Oh, someone just said it over here. I was going to make the same point. Doesn't Justin diplomatic immunity revoked? Lethal weapon, y'all. Come on. But yeah, he's like a ambassador to like the Grenadine, Bahamian, Bermuda country in Montenegro. Now, I don't know. Yes, man, Drusified. They got Akon, man. Convict music. He's locked up, won't let me out. They won't let me out. I'm locked up. He'd been locked up before, though. So whatever. And if you couldn't then keep up with all the SEC enforcements of the week, SushiSwap, subpoenaed by SEC, proposes legal defense fund to Sushi DAO. Jared Gray, who I've had on the show, I immediately hit him up. I was like, come on the show, man. Talk. But, I'm assuming lawyers can't do it. But yeah, the SEC now going after Sushi. Yeah. No big surprises here. They're cooperating with the SEC because, you got to, right? But it's like, this is just never ending subpoenas and punishments and crimes and all that. Basically, why? Because the SEC will go for easy victories, and the easiest is to grab anyone on U.S. soil. Simplest solution be to make sure that Sushi DAO does not have anyone from the U.S. involved from now on. Man, they are stepping up their game. We don't really know why they're getting subpoenaed here, presumably for ye old unregistered securities. Yeah. I don't know, man. This is just never ending. Just never ending. Never ending. Well, I'm sure we got another one. I just got a bunch of tabs up here. Crypto exchange Coinbase shares tumble 16% after SEC enforcement notice. Are they still tumbling? I haven't even looked today. Let's see. We're covered a little bit. But yeah, man. This to me, this is the SEC getting a little too cocky, and they're going to get crushed. Easy does it. They're going to get crushed. Coinbase has the war chest. That means money. They have the law on their side. They have 30 or 40 meetings that they had with the SEC in advance of even getting their direct listing. They have all the attempts in the world to try to work with the SEC on all of this. And now the SEC, who's been getting dunked on repeatedly all over the place by the U.S. judicial system, is going after Coinbase. They're saying that they have to shut down their staking product and, of course, for their asset listing process. Now, yes, should they have student coin listed on Coinbase? I don't know, man, but let the kids trade. I'm sure that a lot of things that are being traded on Coinbase are probably unregistered securities. Coinbase making the claim that nothing being traded on their security. I don't know about that. The truth usually lies somewhere in the middle, but I do not think the SEC is going to win this. I don't think so. Bob, we out here, baby. It's your boys. Got Blippy, which we like in my family, with my kids. And that's OG Blippy, not new Blippy. He says, how are things, Scotty? How's a Brazilian wax company going? I don't even know what that means, but it felt like I should bring that up. Yeah. But Coinbase, man, they're not going to take this. They're not going to take it. No chance. Brian Armstrong, within like 3 hours of getting the Wells notice, was like, yeah, politely fuck off, and I'm going to sue your ass. But we're going to do it nicely while we cooperate. We love to cooperate with you while also suing you all in your face, right? Coinbase is going to go all after them. I'm buying Coinbase. I think that they're going to be the biggest winner in all things crypto related, moving forward into perpetuity forever. So yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah. I mean, true Duckle. Always here, though. I know. And I'm like, how do I pronounce his name, man? Brian had me hype at my computer yesterday. LOL. That's right. Drusified says SEC is suing Coinbase before their XRP case finishes because they probably know they're going to lose. It would be much harder to sue Coinbase after the XRP case if that happens. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just want to see the SEC go down. And in the meantime, if you guys didn't see this, The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission said exercise caution with crypto asset securities. Because number one, those offering crypto asset investments or services may not be complying with applicable law, including federal securities law. Then they went into this big yellow box about proof of reserves. They wrote all this shit. Look at all these words. What do they all say? Nobody cares. Investments in crypto asset securities can be exceptionally risky and are often volatile. So is your mom's mood, Gary. Fraudsters continue to exploit the rising popularity of crypto assets to lure retail investors into scams, often leading to devastating losses. Well, that shit's true. Having an investing plan, as well as understanding your risk tolerance and time horizon, can be critical to your investing success. Like, this is literally like, they were like, ChatGPT, write a quick blog about risk management. Right? And they did this. Celebrity endorsements. Never a good idea to make an investment decision just because someone famous says product or service is a good investment. Like, don't buy that hand cream, bro. Kim Kardashian said it's dope. CoverGirl. All those CoverGirls are going to jail for promoting makeups. Right? But listen, this is fine. I'm going to go out on a limb and be the one guy who says this is kind of fine. This is literally the SEC's job. Protect consumers. Disclosures, transparency, put out warnings. Fine. Now do the banks. Y'all gonna do that? Where is exercise caution with depositing your money in a regional bank? Can we get that one? Duke L. That would be a good rap name. True Duke L. Straight out of Compton. Yeah, True Duke L. We could have been a guy in NWA for show. Yeah, but I'm not so mad about this, right? This is actually what the SEC is supposed to do. They're supposed to disclose risks, and fine. But it's not a coincidence this is all happening at the same time. They got Do Kwon, they got Justin Sun, they got the Parent Trap chick. Neo. Come on, man. Neo. It's all because of you. Man. I don't know. I love that guy. I really like Neo. I played a show with Neo in Atlanta. I opened for him. It was awesome. He's really talented. I like him. We got fucking Count True Doku over here. Doku. Yeah, this is fine. But not coincidentally, like at the same time, White House takes aim at crypto in scathing economic report. Remember a year ago, it was like, crypto is pretty cool, guys. Let's get it together and we'll talk about the cryptos and we'll make some crypto rules. Now they're like, that shit is worthless, right? The economic report of the president was not obviously all about crypto, but it was here we go. It has been argued that crypto assets may provide other benefits, such as improving payment systems, increasing financial inclusion, and creating mechanisms for the distribution of intellectual property and financial value that bypass intermediaries that extract value from both the provider and recipient. They should have just said that. Looking under the hood of these arguments, however, shows a more complicated picture. So far, crypto assets have brought none of these benefits. They said it's basically worthless, has no underlying value. They said it could bring, I mean, do we even need it? Do we need to? I don't want to. They're just ramping it up, man. Meanwhile, over in China, it's like, the U.S. is being assholes. Maybe we should open up to that crypto thing again. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't she the Parent Trap girl? Was Lohan Parent Trap? Wasn't that she was famous for? I don't know, man. I don't know. But we got the White House, SEC, the NYDFS, the DA in New York, the FDIC, the Fed, everybody coming after crypto right now, all at the same time and all in the past month and a half. Yeah, all in the past month and a half. And Mean Girls. I don't know. I'm a guy who's 46, so Parent Trap, I remember like the books or something. And meanwhile, while they're focusing on us over in the crypto world, another bank wobbles. Deutsche Bank is down 14% today. Their credit default swaps are surging. This means the cost to insure bondholders against default is rising rapidly. Not good. Deutsche Bank, Deutsche Bank, is the largest bank in Germany and a top 10 bank in Europe. Now, I had Greg Foss on Spaces recently, and he was like, bro, if Credit Suisse goes down, the douche bank is fully next. Seems like maybe he was right. I'm not ready to say if Deutsche Bank is going down. I just wonder if they've taken proactive steps like starting a GoFundMe to try to fix this, right? But we saw that with Credit Suisse, all those bondholders were wiped out and shareholders were not. So now, yeah, everybody's getting the fuck out of the same bonds from Deutsche Bank and such, and it's getting problematic. Oh, douche bank. Every time I feel unclean, I go to the douche bank. Man, and this is gonna this stream is gonna hit Spotify, or people who are like used to listening to my very like serious conversations over there, and it'd be like, what? This is even like, is this guy high? I'm not. Just late in parenting. But yeah, I mean, Deutsche Bank, things not looking great. And of course, so then like, I wish I don't have the link here, but you know, then you get all of the Lagardes and the politicians and the bank people saying everything's fine, man. Our bank is fully backed. You have nothing to worry about. I think Kramer even said that Deutsche Bank was safe. And it actually, like, listen, like all of us now are the second to like shit is safe, we're like, sell. But what is a company, a bank, a government to do at this point to reassure people? You got to say they're in a bit of a predicament. Say shit is fine, even if shit is fine. Like, hey guys, I'm an Apple salesman. You guys are saying I have fractional reserves of apples, but I've only claimed I have 50 apples. I'm literally holding 50 apples. Like, here's my reassurance. I'm holding 50 apples. Sell it. He's reassuring. Yeah, man. I don't know. It feels like you're screwed if you do and screwed if you don't, if you're one of these people. Because everyone has to come out and be like, our bank's good. And the minute they do it, you're like, why are they reassuring us? It's over. It's over. They can't live. But Christine Lagarde will bail out douche bank, and then she will send the bill to the European Union. Yeah, and if that doesn't work, she's just going to start an OnlyFans while these dudes do a GoFundMe. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But here's a chart that shows exactly what we're talking about, and it's got all the things and the lines with the colors, so it's got to be bad. Speaking of people that can't seem to reassure us of anything, Yellen says U.S. prepared for additional deposit actions if needed. She said this yesterday. She was like, guys, we got your back. The problem is 2 days ago, she said, we're not backstopping all the banks, guys. That's nuts, right? But that contradicted with what like Powell and friends said. And then a day later, she's like, no, I mean, it's not what I said. It's like, my haircut is great. And the fact is, we got you, man. We got you. So now she's reassuring after 2 days ago, contradicting this exact reassurance. And that shit causes panic, right? I mean, look at these people are so old. Why are you so old? So old, right? It's crazy town, man. Like, can we get some younger, maybe people? Like, she's either old, too old, willfully like lying, or ignorant to the facts, and none of those three things are good. None of those are good. I don't know, man. Seems, Binance back on after 2.5 hours, then a flash crash. That sounds bad. Let's see. I don't know. Bitcoin's at 28,000. Doesn't seem so flash crashy to me. Stop being dramatic. Stop being dramatic, sun god. You're being over dramatic. I would check out Yellen's OnlyFans. Shit's probably tight, really, honestly. But meanwhile, while all of this is happening, big news. NASDAQ eyes crypto custody launch by end of second quarter. Doesn't it just feel like they're shutting down all of our stuff so that they can like control our stuff with all their stuff? Listen, I in a vacuum, I'm like, that's dope, man. Let NASDAQ come in, custody Bitcoin and Ethereum. By the way, if they're going to do that, Ethereum's not security. And let them like launch their crypto services. The problem is like we have all these services. Yeah, I want the big custodians, but I don't want them to have to kill all of ours in order to do this. Jay says I'm gross. Only why? Yellen? Kind of hot. Got that Lloyd Christmas haircut. Kind of thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. BNB is 3. Oh, you were talking about a crash in BNB. I didn't see that shit. Yeah, man. NASDAQ coming in, sweeping up the scraps. Remember when I tweeted, it was like right after FTX, I was like, Wall Street's going to come in and buy our whole industry on pennies on the dollar. I still think that's the case. But man, like, then they fight you phase is no joke right now. But the thing they didn't expect, I'll tell you this. I'm off topic now. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. That was all the news. We'll look at the charters too in a few minutes. But like, here's what happened, and here's what I think whoever they are, did not expect, right? So Silvergate Bank goes down, right? After effectively a month of aggressive enforcement action from the government, Custodia Bank, Caitlin Long, they get their charter, their Fed Master account rejected. Mind you, Custodia's idea was to have a fully reserved bank, like 106% of deposits fully backed. Apparently that's a bad idea. I don't know, like not to have fractional reserves, but they got rejected. Then we saw an uptick in major enforcement action by the SEC. And then we see Silvergate Bank, who poorly mismanaged their funds likely, get just crushed, right? Bank run, collapse. But Elizabeth Warren comes out and says, I warned you guys, Silvergate's risky. Banks like this have no business being in existence. They will fail. And everyone with a bank account at any similar bank went, the fuck? I am out of here, dude. These people caused the bank run that then collapsed Silicon Valley Bank, and Signature just like randomly got closed on a weekend because crypto. But like Silicon Valley Bank would not have collapsed if Elizabeth Warren did not scream fire in a crowded movie theater about Silvergate. She just wouldn't have, right? She highlighted this issue, which is an issue, and caused the bank run, which is more of a bank sprint when you have social media. Shit happens in 4 hours instead of 4 weeks or 4 months. And now we have this banking contagion, largely because they're trying to attack crypto and create a narrative, and that narrative collapse their own damn banks. And in the meantime, while all of that was happening, Bitcoin went from $19,000 up to almost $29,000. That has to just hurt so bad. Elizabeth Warren making sad TikToks, probably asking Gensler for an extra back massage in bed tonight to make her relax. Yellen watching in the corner. It's weird. But yeah, they caused this problem by largely attacking crypto, and now it's all messed up. Jerome Powell over in the corner, like, guys, I just want to tighten, dude. Let me tighten. And now it's like, if I tighten, banks collapse. Did you see the press conference, FOMC, the other day? I mean, Jerome Powell, they asked him like flat out, they're like, did Fed raising rates too fast have anything to do with these bank collapses, when literally anyone with a brain knows that yes, because these banks had to hold these bonds by requirement, and then the interest rate hikes made those bonds worthless. Powell's like, nah, man, just mismanaged banks. It reeked of the same attitude that he and Yellen and friends had about transitory inflation. Just being utterly clueless or just completely lying to you about everything that is underlying the current situation. Miguel Hernandez says he can't blame him for wanting it tighter. And I see the kind of attitude that I have allowed in the comments and on my show, and it's inappropriate. And now you guys are just being inappropriate. I don't know what he was talking about, though. Yeah, I don't know. JP is probably the smartest of the bunch. Jerome Powell's not an idiot. He's just in a really rough situation and believes his own shit. Yeah. Dragon Flame AU says they are not stupid. They are evil. I would probably lean towards that. But meanwhile, guys, I mean, I don't know. Let's bring up a chart. I don't even know what charts I have here, but let's do some charts things. Bitcoin is like just right there, man. Let's go in on this is the weekly. As you know, we've started a new weekly bullish trend and broken the entire downtrend of the bear market of lower highs and lower lows all the way down here. When we broke to 25,212, a number I've said more than 4,798 times in the last 3 months. That ended the downtrend. It just did. You can say we're going to go down. We can, but it ain't going to be a part of that same bear trend. Now above the 200 MA, 50 MA, above key resistance, and now back to what was the June lows of 2021. Remember when Bitcoin went to 65,000, went all the way back down to 28,600 for the summer, and then went back up to 69,000? We're at that low of that whole year. That's going to be a strong area of resistance. You guys probably watch me talk to Cheds about this. What's concerning me right now is like, look what happened. Not concerning. Short term. 25,012. I told you guys, like, it ain't going to be an easy nut to crack. Look at that price action there. All the rejections right at that level. Kind of oddly reminiscent. We also have bearish divergence in that process somewhere here. Yeah, bearish divergence printing in that process, right? Listen, I think we go way above this, to be honest. But maybe it's this, and then some of these, and then we write Scott in cursive. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. And then they're going to probably, like, we have that whole default debt ceiling coming, by the way. I don't know, man. Are there other charts even worth looking at? I'll look at a couple of you guys. Melker clearly has a fetish for old politicians. Yeah. Dope. Nicholas Merton, Data Dash, still mega bearish, saying we will see 15K again. We could see 15K again, but it won't be because of that last bear trend if you enjoy technical analysis. Your Twitter Spaces, is it recorded? I caught the end and it was awesome. Yeah, it is. I don't have the link on me, but yeah, it's all recorded. Doge looks surprisingly decent here. Ascending triangle on 4 hour. Well, let's see about it. There's the yield curve. Look at the yield curve trying to uninvert itself. Top gun. We were inverted. Am I really going to look at Doge like for fun on purpose? Used to be my favorite coin. It is true. It is true. Oh, you're saying this little structure over here, I'm assuming. Let's see. Yeah, see, I could go ascending triangle or ascending wedge, so I'm not so sure, buddy. Like, because I think that the fair way to draw this is, I'm a wick guy, so I would take it like that personally. But I can see we are making higher lows into a somewhat flat top. There's bearish divergence right there too. All along here and yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be all right. I'm super not into altcoins right now. Go wild and take a look at precious metals. XAU. XAG. XAU, let's take a look at that gold. Here's gold. Yeah, I mean, gold should be going to the highs. 2075. Fine. That level doesn't seem to matter anymore, but that is that was the all-time high in 2011, 1920. Not to confuse you between 2011 and 1920. I don't know, man. It's fine. Gold pumping a little bit, catching a bid. Silver is going to look great, I would imagine. This is not my main silver chart. I don't know where it went, but silver, they look good, right? Trading above the 200, the 50 here on the daily. Back above both. Look what happens if you played that death cross, guys. It's such a lagging indicator. Yeah. By the way, says Sun God, Scott, you have the best intro music in crypto. I made that song years ago, like to submit to like a bunch of rappers, Wiz Khalifa, a bunch of other dudes. Nobody took it, so I decided to use it myself. GBTC, all right, man. I don't know about these precious metals. I think they're going to go up, right? If banks are melting down and shit's getting real, it'll go up. Who needs a chart for that? GBTC, man, I haven't charted this in a while, but these lines are looking pretty good to me, to be quite honest. I think, 1740, but kind of like that retest of the 25 area. I would be looking for maybe 1330 here. This gap should fill here. So, up into the 1718s. But this looks like a potential evening star. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll show you guys. Hold up. You know, something like this. I'm not a U.S. resident, bro. I'm not getting trapped in your shit right there. Yeah, here you go. It's not there. Yeah, so where you get a gap up, a little doji or a star, and then a gap down. We don't have the gap down, but if you see, you know, there's a weekly. If we see next week a downtrend, you would expect to be going down there. I don't know. I mean, rationally, it's a very good thing if Bitcoin and GBTC and all of these get a retracement back to those levels to retest a support. You want to see that. Great job on the sailor piece. Just got a chance to listen. Yeah, it was really hard. I had to like talk like 3 times in an hour and a half. Thank you, though. Thank you. Guys, I have to go record a podcast. So unfortunately, we're going to end the week here. I know it's sad for you all. You miss me. But it's been fun. It's been real. Sorry that I was late. Won't happen again. Had to go right up against banter by doing that. Probably not the best idea. But I will see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Live your life. Enjoy yourself. Peace.